One of the quickest ways, the fastest ways that you will attract this stable, amazing man into your life is to probably stop doing about 95% of the things that you're doing right now to try to get him. Hello there and welcome. This video is for you if you are a very empathic, big-hearted, sensitive, wonderful, nurturing woman. You deeply, deeply crave a man who is going to be stable, to be clear, to be intentional, to commit to you, and you're frustrated. You have so much love to give, but no matter what you do, you just feel like something isn't quite right and you keep feeling like you're doing something wrong. I want to first tell you that you're okay. And possibly what could be happening is that you are in the savior role. You are in the fixer role. There's lots of reasons as to why we can find ourselves in that role. I definitely was in that role for so many years. This video is going to help you to understand why you shift into that role, why you tend to settle for less, how to stop doing it, and how to set yourself up so that in the future, you are only going to attract a man that is conscious, aware, stable, ready to commit to you, absolutely wants to commit to you, does commit to you, and you're gonna have that healthy, divine love that you know deep down that you deserve, you know deep down that you want. For many years of my life, I was trying to fix men, mother men, either trying to fix them or save them or heal them, or wanting them to fix me, save me, or heal me. It wasn't until I really was like, you know what, this has everything to do with me. I don't need to make it about them. It's about me and me becoming the best version of myself. I've been on that journey and I've learned a lot. And in this video, I'm going to share a lot of information coming from my own transformative journey. And I just want to share that information with you so I can hopefully spare you the suffering and years that I spent where I could have been with a conscious, yummy, delicious man by now if I had known the things that I know now. Now, first I want to validate your experience. This is something that a lot of people experience, and there's reasons why. A lot of it has to do with unhealed wounds, maybe something that you saw when you were younger. A lot of times for women, we are very nurturing by nature. We can tend to overdevelop that part of ourselves and be so nurturing that we end up going into the mothering role with a man, which is never going to work because that's not the point of a relationship. We are supposed to be in a interdependent relationship, working on ourselves and continuing to work on ourselves, not trying to fix one another, because that's our own jobs, taking responsibility for our own emotions and our own bills and things like that. I mean, when you do get into a marriage, you can discuss how you want to take care of the bills. The point of a relationship really is spiritual in nature, is to keep growing spiritually. And one of the most potent containers to continue to grow spiritually is when you are in a conscious relationship. Sometimes if it's something that we observed in our childhood, we can think that it is our job to fix or heal or save someone, but it is not. In fact, one of the best things that you could ever do, and we learn this a lot in recovery, in 12-step recovery, is really essentially let people reach their own bottom. And it can be super hard because, you don't want to see someone suffer. You don't want to see someone go through pain. We need to go through our own experiences so that we can learn the lessons that we need to learn, and then we can make the choices that we need to make out of our own volition. So then we have our own convictions. The right partner for you is not going to need to be saved. The right partner for you is not going to need to be fixed by you. The right partner for you is one where you're going to be able to express your needs. You're going to be able to have healthy boundaries for yourself. And this partner is going to want to know what those are and provide that space for you to be able to have whatever it is that you need. If you need to go to bed early, if you need to eat certain things or not eat certain things, if you need to have some time alone or some space, like a healthy partner for you is going to want to provide those things for you. Now, what can happen is when we are in these roles where we're settling for less than what we deserve, it's usually because we're scared of abandonment. We don't know how to set healthy boundaries, and that's probably because we didn't see that as an example growing up. Why would we know how to do that? These are things that we can learn. Not setting healthy boundaries leads to codependency. Codependency can lead to resentment, and what we need to do is we need to increase our feelings of our own self-worth, because the more that you know how worthy you are of a partner who doesn't need saving, of a partner who already comes to the table, who's stable, who's ready to commit, who is conscious and clear, is going to be a byproduct of you knowing that you're worthy of that. So also what can happen is there's this under functioning and over functioning thing here going on. So maybe you're the under functioner, or maybe you're the over functioner. I know for me, I was always the over functioning person doing all the work. It was like I would shift into the masculine role. I needed to become aware of how I had a tendency to over function. When a relationship is the right relationship for you, there's gonna feel like divine timing all around you. You're gonna feel like you're in the river of just this flow that happens despite you. You're gonna feel a sense of calm. You're gonna feel a sense of being carried. If you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling pressure, if you're feeling like you're doing all the work, if you're feeling exhausted, I can almost guarantee that that's not the right relationship for you. Why would we do this? Why would we stay in these relationships? Well, one reason might be because we're afraid to be alone. We don't want to be single. We're afraid to make a mistake. We're afraid to let go, because then what we will be left with are all the thoughts that are in our mind that got us to this place in the first place. Thoughts like, I'll never find a man that is right for me. I'm not good enough. There's no such thing as this divine relationship, at least not for me. There's no more good guys out there. All of those thoughts will then make us settle. One of the quickest ways, the fastest ways that you will attract this stable, amazing man into your life is to probably stop doing about 95% of the things that you're doing right now to try to get him. Just stop all of it. Stop trying to save him, fix him, focus on dating, fixing yourself, all of that. Like, just stop all of it. That's what I did. Completely stop and look in a completely different direction. Don't even think about it at all. Just say, God, I give this all to you. All of my strategies, all of my thoughts, all of my fantasies, all of my dreams. I would recommend praying to God for like what it is that you ultimately really, 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 really want, how you want it to feel. You want this really amazing relationship. Just put it out there and then focus on you. Focus on being responsible for yourself, for your emotions, getting to know yourself, developing and creating the most amazing life for yourself that you are so in love with and so involved with that you aren't even thinking about a man because you're just so happy with your life. Not even like we have to try to become this amazing woman. It's like remembering who we've always been. Really, really conjuring up that vision and that dream for ourselves of what it is that we truly, truly want and making that so big and heading in that direction that this doesn't even call to you anymore. This doesn't even like, just settling for guys and taking crumbs and situationships and one night stands and men who aren't clear and men who aren't intentional and all of that doesn't even appeal to you anymore. The only thing that appeals to you now is things that feel stable and calm and clear and intentional. What I don't want for you is to fall into this cycle and pattern of continuing to attract these men and choose to give your love and attention and body to these men over and over and over and over, and the cycle just continuing. Even though I know you're smart, even though I know you have so much love to give, even though I know on some level you just don't even want to do this anymore, but you just keep finding that you're doing it. Over time, what's going to happen is this will erode at your self-worth. It's going to erode your confidence. What happens with addiction? Alcoholism gets worse and worse and worse. I don't want you to waste years of your life in a dead-end relationship where you're giving your love, you're waiting around for a man that's just never going to commit. And I don't want you to make it about your worth. I don't want you to make it about how this must be something wrong with you, because it's not. It's not at all. But we can end up creating these stories and narratives in our mind that make it about our worth in some way if someone's not choosing us. And it can make us overfunction to try to get this person to choose us. I'm here to help you stop that cycle completely and look in a whole other direction. If you continue in this cycle of you like trying to fix other people or save other people, you're going to miss out on life's full fulfillment. This is an addiction in some ways. It's a pattern, it's a cycle. It's something that was heavily ingrained in you, and it needs to stop, and it can stop, but it's not going to stop on your own power. You need outside help. You need someone who's gone through it to be able to help you to see things that you can't see. Sometimes we just don't know what we don't know until we know it. And we need someone who's gone through it and is, just a few steps ahead of us to be able to help us so that you can get to that place of fulfillment. You can get to that amazing relationship so you don't fall into another relationship that just down the road ends up nowhere again. You deserve to have a love that is divine. Settling for less than what you deserve can heavily erode on your self-worth. You really need to be working on your own self-worth, your own mindset, right? And taking actions in your life to choose yourself every day, to validate yourself, to approve of yourself, to get yourself to that place where you just walk around knowing that you are worthy and you're not going to settle for anything less. And it's not in this way that's like diva or bitchy or coming from that energy at all. It's not. It's actually a very humble, like peace-filled, grounded, mature perspective. You're a child of God. God loves you. You're a worthy woman. You do not need to fix or save. Leave that up to God. God's the one that fixes and saves and transforms, not you. You're going to erode your self-esteem and your self-confidence if you keep settling for jobs that aren't good, for relationships that aren't good. Stop the cycle. I can help you stop the cycle, but you got to do the work. And I have the tools and I have the program. It's called A New Path to Love. And you can check it out on my website or we can have a conversation. So in conclusion, if you're relating to any of this and you really want help, you really need help, you want to stop the cycle, you want to stop the pattern, you want to get to a place where you feel worthy, you feel confident, you just feel like something is changing and something's different, you want a transformation, you're looking for something that could possibly even be easy, that just lifts you up and says, honey girl, like, here, just trust me, just do this and everything's gonna work itself out. All you need to do is just get out of the way and dissolve all of your limiting beliefs. It's really actually so much easier than we make it out to be. I have spent so many years making it so complicated and running around and going after the wrong guys. And the whole time it was so easy. But the thing is it's funny. It's like, I say it's so easy, but it's not. Sometimes like the easiest things are the hardest things to get to. It's easy, but it's difficult, but it's accessible, it's possible. And miracles do happen every day. I'm a walking miracle. It's unbelievable, the transformation that I have had just in the past 8 months. It's crazy and it's getting bigger and better every single week, I swear. And I know that everything that I've been through for a reason, so I can help other women to really know their worth and to really just be patient and wait for the right relationship. And in the meantime, prepare themselves and know that they're never lacking in love. And then there's just amazing path for them and to enjoy their single season. I have a program. It's called A New Path to Love. And I would love to have a conversation with you if you are wanting to talk about it. If you're wanting to schedule a session with me, I would absolutely love to connect with you just to hear your heart, to hear what's going on with you and see if I can help you to break a pattern, to get out of a cycle, to help you set boundaries, to help you attract that amazing relationship that you know deep down that you want. I know you want it, you deserve it. Let's create that together. I know for me, when I try to do things on my own, because I'm so self-sufficient and so freaking independent, it just is so much better when I ask for help. And it's just an amazing journey. So I hope that this has brought some hope and validation and hopefully some inspiration, motivation. So maybe I'll hear from you. And if not, then I will see you in my next video. Thanks for being here. Bye.